Hey everyone, Aussie Otaku back again and welcome to another video, and today is just going to be a bit of an impression slash review I guess of the Dragon Ball manga series. So I actually got this idea from another YouTuber called Solid Saiyan. He's a massive Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z fan, and we've been chatting back and forth a lot about the series. I'm brand new to the series. This is essentially my very first experience with it, so it's pretty exciting for me. And he actually gave me the idea of documenting what I think of each of the volumes, which I think is a great idea. So as you can see, I have VisBig number 1, which contains the first 3 volumes, and I will be discussing and reviewing each of the 3 volumes as I get through each of the VisBigs. So in the first 4 VisBigs there's 3 volumes, and then in the 5th VisBig there's 4. So once I'm done with each of the VisBigs, I will be talking about what I think of each of the volumes. So great idea, thanks a lot Solid Saiyan for suggesting it. And I'm also wanting to thank Lotus as well, because we've been chatting back and forth quite a bit about the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z series as well. So thanks you guys for getting me into this series, but enough on that. It's time to get into what I thought of the first 3 volumes. So I'm not really going to be talking too much about the VisBig editions in this video. I will be talking about that more in my end of the month manga haul video, but I will say if you are considering picking up the VisBigs for Dragon Ball, so far I'm pretty impressed with the quality. But anyway, enough on that, let's get on to what I thought. So, as I mentioned earlier, the first 3 volumes are included in VisBig number 1, and I have finished all 3 volumes. I smashed them out yesterday. Very, very addicting, I must say. So, first and foremost, what really impressed me about the series was the pacing. So there's a pretty good build-up, and you get quite a bit of character build up as well as the series goes on. So obviously in the first volume, first time you meet Goku, so there's really good character development on that, as well as a bunch of other characters like Bulma, Oolong, Yamcha, Master Roshi, who's hilarious. He gets nosebleeds every time he comes across a beautiful girl, which I think is pretty hilarious. Goku is friggin' hilarious, how he's pretty much clueless to everything really, and whenever he wants to know if someone's a boy or a girl, he'll do this pat pat thing, which is absolutely hilarious. And I was kind of surprised how sexually toned some of the storyline is. Like, it's not full on sex or anything, but there's definitely some sexual undertone there, which kind of surprised me. It doesn't bother me at all, but yeah, it was kind of surprising. But yeah, all the characters in volume 1 were absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed the story of them trying to find all 7 Dragon Balls. Volume 2, which is definitely my favourite volume so far. Granted, I'm only 3 volumes in so far, so it's early days yet, but I thought Volume 2 just kicked it up a gear. It was epic all the way through. I completely smashed through that volume. I was just glued to it from start to finish. Obviously, it's when they finally collect all the 7 Dragon Balls, and then they come across Pilaf, who I thought was a pretty awesome villain. They obviously get kidnapped by him, locked in the steel room, and obviously by now, if you haven't worked out, there are going to be spoilers in this, so apologies if you haven't read it. But yeah, they get locked in the steel room, and Goku turns into this giant monkey, which is frigging epic. Destroys the room and basically goes on a rampage and destroys everything, which is really, really cool. Of course, once they find all 7 Dragon Balls, the Shenlong Dragon turns up, which is awesome. That was really, really epic as well. Then Volume 3 sort of takes a different turn. Goku, it's basically the start of Goku's training, so he goes back to Master Roshi and another character appears, and he's got two different names actually. In this manga he's known as Kuririn, but in the anime he's known as Krillin, which is kind of weird. I prefer the name Krillin. But anyway, him and Goku essentially get trained up by Master Roshi in the majority of Volume 3, and then by the end of Volume 3, after several months of training, they participate in a pretty epic tournament, Tenkaichi Budokai, which is awesome. I haven't finished that tournament yet. Basically, where I'm up to, they got through the first round, and then they're like in the final 8, essentially. So, yeah, really, really awesome stuff. The adventures got me hooked. The storyline and characters have definitely got me hooked, and I cannot wait to see how Goku continues to train and get even more powerful than he already is, because he's pretty powerful right now. But yeah, I've rambled on enough. As you can probably tell, I think this series is absolutely amazing. And yeah, not that I've read too many manga, but it's certainly one of the best manga series that I have read so far. Even though I'm only 3 volumes in, I know I'm going to love the rest of the volumes. So yeah, it's always pretty exciting for me when I discover something new, and I'm really obsessed with it, and this is definitely it. But anyway, I should wrap up the video now. It's kind of dragging on a little bit longer now, but yeah, Dragon Ball is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it so far. So until my next video, when I discuss the next 3 volumes, thank you for watching. And once again, if you're not subscribed to Solid Saiyan, I'll be leaving his channel link in the description box below. Please check him out. He's been really, really helpful when it comes to talking Dragon Ball, which is great. And also, if you're a big Dragon Ball fan, definitely let me know in the comment section below as well. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.